Yes. You can also leave it here in case he needs it. Ali Raza, can we move the chair a little bit? We'll make space for one more person. Just a little bit. That's it. That's it. Yeah. I think you can move.
I just need to move this, and then we can like get
Perfect.
Just watch out with your finger. So, no, it's more.
Oh, we have to come forward.
Check. Okay.
Just for the picture, right? Okay.
Check. Okay.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Divya. Welcome to this press conference of three amazing movies, Songs of Adam, Skin of Youth, and K-Popper at the 56th International Film Festival of India in Goa. So before starting, let me remind you that this event is being live streamed in PIB Panaji's YouTube channel. And also, I humbly request you to please keep your electronic devices on silent mode for the event. So beginning with the fact that all the three movies that we have are in the competing category, that two movies, that is Songs of Adam and Skin of Youth, are competing for the Golden Peacock. And the movie K-Popper is competing in the ICFT UNESCO Gandhi Medal category. So let's give a round of applause for the team. And we wish you all the best for the results. Okay. So beginning with the movie Songs of Adam, we have two team members from the movie Songs of Adam. The producer of the movie, Majid Rashid, is with us. And also we have Asama Rashid, also the co-producer of the movie. So let me give you a brief synopsis of the movie. The year is 1946 in Mesopotamia, when 12-year-old Adam decides never to grow up. Those he loves are forced to face the relentless passage of time without him. So it's an interesting topic, so let's see the trailer of the movie.
انا ايش كثر راس جديد انت من السلسلمة راح تبقى تقدر تبطي دقات قلبك انا لا راح اكبر ولا راح اصير الزبدة صدق آدم
بس أنا هموم أريد أشوفك تعرس.
السنة ياكل بيك أسبوع. قرر. ليش ما تفعل تكبر؟ مش لا تقف. إذا فكت الباب بكسر رجليكم اثنينكم.
يعلم الله بين أيديهم وما خلفهم.
لك علاوة هاي حتى انت مصدق فيهم
اصغر منك بسنتين صار اطول منك شلون بلا يجني حتى امها جت من وراك
الوراي ايش علي انت بتاع الباب كيف انت بشارك يفتح الباب انت
انا صاحبك تكبر كيفك
اوكي ترى جزء شمالي عشان قبل الخبيل
الحج سليمان انا خلق خادم عندي روحت ادم البغداد على جنازتي ادم اذا راح البغداد يخبلونه ما بيشي ادم علي
بسم الله خليك
شنو بإيدك؟
فلاش تعطيني مون صرف فلاش من تموت رخيص.
That was a very wonderful trailer. We're looking forward to listening more about the movie. So the next movie that we have is Skin of Youth, and we have two amazing team members from the movie as well. We have the writer and director of the movie, Ash Mayfair, with us. And also we have the lead actress of the movie, Chun Quinn, with us. Hi. So let's listen to the synopsis of the movie. The film focuses on the turbulent romance between a transgender sex worker seeking to realize her dream of living in a woman's body and a cage fighter in 1919 Saigon. San wants to have enough money for a sex change operation that will fulfill her dream of living in a woman's body. San's lover, Nam, must work as an underground dog cage fighter to support this dream. The young lovers are unaware that the dark forces they will have to battle may cause them their relationship and test the limit of their humanity. So now let's watch the trailer of the movie Skin of Youth.
Sen, em làm vợ anh nha. Em làm vợ anh nha. Em đâu ơi. Ngày hôm nay ở quán em có một ông khách rất là giàu. Anh nghĩ mà coi, nếu như ông chịu chi tiền cho em phẫu thuật thì giờ chỉ cần có một ông thay vì là 10 ông một tuần.
Ngoại biết con yêu Sang, thấy không? Nhưng mà con không có thể có con như một cô gái khác được mà.
Em là bạn anh Nam.
Bây giờ em muốn em phải làm sao? Anh cũng biết cô đơn về em. Suốt mấy tháng trời em chỉ nghĩ đến việc phẫu thuật. Quá đáng giết chết anh đó Sang. Em không phẫu thuật được thì có chết ai đâu. Đâu phải là tận thế rồi.
Anh cũng muốn là anh có thể làm gì đó để giúp được em. Em yêu anh.
Intriguing trailer and amazing music. We would like to know more. So coming to the next movie, K-Popper, we have the delegates Sajid and Ali Raza with us from the team. So the synopsis of the movie: a teenage girl from Iran has fallen in love with a popular Korean K-pop singer. She wants to go to Seoul to see him perform, as well as to take part in a competition. Although she has been accepted into the competition, her mother is seriously against her going for the competition. So let's now see the trailer of the movie K-Popper.
آدمی به سن و سال من همه چی براش تکراری غیر از یه چیز نوام ماهده
ماهده نیستم.
چی؟
اصلا میفهمین کیپاپ چیه؟ کنسرت آنلاین یعنی چی؟ دیگه بس اول باشه.
همه سایت ها خبر خودکشی تا زدن.
الان تو مردی یا زنده ای؟
من زنده! چیکار داری میکنی؟ تو چه میخوام ببوسمش؟ من بذارم ببوسیش صاحب داری.
آبرومونو تو شیراز بردی.
مهمتر از دخترم هیچی نیست.
مایده باز کن مایده.
چیزی که همیشه ازش میترسیدم سرم بیاد حالا داره برای مائده اتفاق میفته.
So those were three amazing trailers, and now we have the team to talk about the movies, starting with the team of Songs of Adam. So to Majid and Asama, so two of you, you can talk about how such a timeless concept of not aging and a concept which spans multiple generation has been portrayed in the area of Mesopotamia in a certain time that you have portrayed. So what is your experience of the movie, and what would you like to share with the audience about the movie?
Yes. Hello, everyone. Welcome here. And it's an honor for us to be in this great festival and this lovely city. Yes, it's a film. We worked on this film longer than 3 years. The director, who sadly not with us here because he has another film and he's touring with other film in the States now. So we are presenting the film as a producers. The film is really personal, especially for the director, because it's at the moment where our grandpa died. He was in that age, I think 12, and he had that idea when he was really 12 that he wanted really to stop the time. He didn't want to age, so it's kept really like more than 30 years, I think. How old is he now? 50? Yeah, I think then 40 years maybe. So it's in his head always, this story. And through the time he always he made other films and always pushed that story, like to do it later and later. And also there is a line where the Mesopotamia is a big factor in the film of making the movie, especially the story of Gilgamesh, where he is searching actually for how to fight against death and stay alive forever. So like both of them is really main factors for the director and for us when we were building the concept of the movie, because we helped from the development for writing the story. So he was writing always every chapter, so every song, and he was sending to us, and every Monday we had a meeting and we talked about it. And it's personal story. I mean, we didn't live that for sure. No one of us stayed 12 years old, so everyone from us were aging. But there is a lot of like narrative lines beside the main story, and these narrative lines are really personal because it's changed and shaped the society in Iraq through a lot of political and war what were happening in Iraq in many decades. And that's why the story starting in the 40s and ends in 2014. Yeah, so this is actually all what I can say now about how personal the story is.
If Majid would like to add anything to it. Yeah. Yes. So coming to the team of Skin of Youth, we have the writer and director Ash with us, and also the lead actress. So if you can start with it, Ash. So this movie, it is a very sensitive topic that you have taken up, and to give life to this particular concept is not easy. So how has it been your experience of bringing this concept to life, and what would you like to share with the audience?
So thank you for asking the question. Your question is basically what is the origin of the story, right?
Yes,
if I'm understanding correctly. The Skin of Youth is also a very kind of personal story for both of us, Jinkwan and I. I'm one of 3 siblings in my family, and my youngest sibling is transgender. And at the age of 2, I already knew, and we had a very long conversation. And I remember 16 years ago looking up the word transgender for the first time. And in order, honestly, to prepare myself for the journey that my sibling has decided to take. And during that journey, I did a lot of research, and I met a lot of queer kids in Vietnam.
Okay.
The story, started 16 years ago, and when we met, Jianquan and I, the script is still not really in the final stage, and so much of what she shared with me, so much of what her friends in the community shared with me made it into the story.
Okay. Yeah, and for Chun Quinn, it's your first movie. It's her debut movie. And to get into this character and to portray it with reality, it is difficult. And you have done a very good job. So, how would you like to share your experience of acting?
Thank you for your question, and I want to share with everyone. We have a 1 week for the casting. We have a 1 month for the trend. We have a 3 month for the joint skin of shoot. And in the movie, I have a big love with Nam, and he worked boxing, and I'm a dancing. And in the real life, I don't have a love. And I train with my sister Ash, skate, dancing, singing, and we train every single day in 1 month. And now we are studying here for the International Film Festival of Indiagua. Thank you so much.
That's really a big achievement, and that the movies are there for Golden Peacock. That clearly shows that the standard it has set. And for you it being your first movie and it already being at the International Film Festival competing, it's a big achievement that we all applaud for. Okay. Coming to the next movie, we have the team from K-Popper. So Sajid and Ali Reza. This theme, again, it's a lot of real life inspiration is being taken for this movie. And it is always there that this concept of a fangirl or a fanboy moment where in a country with a lot of restrictions, you have a lot of big dreams and you want to achieve that. So what is your experience of talking about your movie? How has been your experience of making it? And
هلو فیلم ما در مورد موسیقی یا کیپاپ نیست. فیلم ما در مورد نوجوانی صحبت میکنه که در یک سوژه موسیقی و موسیقی کیپاپ داره و در مقطعی از شرایط زندگیش و مقطعی از زندگیش دچار چالش نوجوانی میشه که این چالش نوجوانی با توجه به مشغله خانواده، با توجه به عدم شناخت و تعامل خانواده تو مقطع سنی، اختلاف سنی و عدم درک این نوجوان تبدیل به یک بحران میشه.
Please translate for it.
Actually, I'm here to help Sajjad to translate, but I'm the distributor of the film. So actually, now I'm just translating. So I just thought to say hello and thank you for coming here and said that the film actually is not exactly about the music or about the K-pop or something like that. It's about the generation who has actually been fan of something, maybe the music or maybe football player or even singer. So actually, we want to show that this kind of a generation and the difference between the generation before that, because we have 3 generations in this film, so they don't know too much each other. So actually, the film is about this kind of the challenge.
در این فیلم ما با توجه به اینکه کارگردان کار اولش بود و بازیگر نقش اصلیمونم مائده دختر نوجوانون کار اولش بود و همچنین باید تو فصل زمستان و مملو از برف و شرایط روستایی میگرفتیم. خب خیلی کار ویژه و سختی بود و خوشبختانه تونستیم از پسش بر بیایم. امیدوارم که خوب شده باشه.
actually one of the challenge of the making this film is about that this is the debut film. It's the first film of the director, and also the main actress Maida in the film is also the first performance. So we had some kind of the challenge, and also it had been done in a winter since they knew the snow and also working in a village. So they had this kind of the challenge into making the film.
برای پروانه ساخت گرفتن مجوز ساخت گرفتن در ایران محدودیت ویژه‌ای نداشتیم. فقط یه مقدار توضیح این که در مورد موسیقی کیپاپ و چه بستری داره و چه قشری از جامعه رو درگیر کرده یه مقدار باید توجیهات می آوردیم برای مسئولین که خوشبختانه با تحقیقات میدانی و پژوهش‌هایی که انجام شده بود مجاب شدن که ساخت همچین فیلمی لازمه و ضروریه و کمک میکنه.
Actually, about the restriction that my friend said about the making film in Iran, actually for this film, actually they didn't have to face any big problems, but they have to convince them that because of the situation and because of the situation of the new generation, and we should make this kind of the film. And they accepted finally, and they gave the permission to make this film. Anything else? Okay, thank you for now.
Thank you. So I think the concept of the movie, like the challenges you faced, is really real because that is also reflected in the fact that the movie is nominated for the ICFT UNESCO Gandhi Medal, because this medal, it represents, it wants to award movies which are unique in their own realm. They are not like the ordinary films. They have some element to it which is not seen normally in other topics and content that we have. So we look forward to you winning the prize as well. So now I think we can open up for the audience questions for the movies. Please introduce yourself and ask the question.
My name is Siraj Sayed. I'm India correspondent for filmfestivals.com, which is a Paris-based website. Firstly, let me try and welcome 3 different countries represented here. خوش آمدید، سلام، احوال شما چطور است؟ خیلی خوب است؟ اهلا و سهلا، خوش آمدید. Bienvenue. Okay. Unfortunately, although I have been to Iran, I have not seen K-pop, and I would have loved to see it. It's just that I didn't get tickets. There was so heavy demand for the tickets. Neither have I seen Songs of Adam. Yes, I will try and see it tomorrow. And Songs of Adam also, my misfortune, I have not seen. There are a few questions. One is to the team of Song of Adam, and that is that it has been made with the support of the Red Sea Fund of the Jeddah Film Festival. So I would like to know whether they funded the full film or it was partly funded by them, and where did the rest of the money come from? And second question, Divya there referred to Mesopotamia. Well, many people here might not recognize that Mesopotamia is the old name of Iraq. The area which is now in Iraq was...
Go through Syria also.
Yes, part of it, yeah.
Yes,
exactly. But it is one of the oldest civilizations in the world.
Yes, true.
Yes, so you could throw some light on what is your concept of Mesopotamia and civilization, and also about the Red Sea Fund.
I will keep the producer talking about the Red Sea and the fund and everything, and I will talk more about the concepts of Mesopotamia. I'll try to do that.
Yeah, the first funded is from Red Sea, and we get more than, but it's part. It's not a lot, and it's only for the post production fund.
I
in
see.
the end, and not a lot, but it's good. It's good.
Yeah, I can add it for that is that the film applied for many funds in the development state and the production and didn't get anything. So till the last frame being shot, and I think in the middle of the rough cuts, we didn't have any fund. So everything was like, he's my brother, the director is my brother, the editor is my brother. So we are a family.
Real
And
brother.
yes. And I supposed to work as a DB in the film, but I'm based in Vienna, and that time I couldn't because I have two children and I couldn't be there in Iraq for the film. So I worked in the development and worked also in the post production. The film being funded totally through our family's money. We don't have a lot of money, so we are not millionaire, but we try to collect money from everywhere and to make the movie. And the fund was only for the post production, and it's also didn't cover the whole post production. It's cover a part of it. So mostly it's actually private investment in the movie, and investment is, I mean, through our family. And about Mesopotamia, I don't know what exactly.
I'm also one of your brother.
Welcome. How much money do you have?
You want Indian rupees or dollars? Dinar.
We have next movie.
No, you see, among the most ancient civilizations in the world, we know of Mohenjo-daro and Harappa, which is in the Asian subcontinent, on towards the northeast of India and parts of Pakistan. And Mesopotamia also is one of the oldest civilizations. So are there any special places which are preserved as remains of the old civilization, something thousands and thousands of years old?
Yes, actually, the next movie we're working on, which it is a kind of docu-fiction, which the part of it is documentary, where we showing the movie Songs of Adam in villages in Iraq. And there is a character which he's supposed to be in the documentary as a driver, but actually he's the main actor in the third movie, because it will be a kind of trilogy. Yes, and we were there for location scouting in spring, and we were actually in Ur and Orok. Orok is the oldest city actually in human being know. It's really as a city. It's about, I think, 7,000 or 8,000 years old. And from there is the Gilgamesh is the king, and this is actually the oldest written epic in human history. So maybe there is something like older, but we didn't found yet. So it's older than all the other Greek stories, and yes, there is a lot of places in Iraq still, but it's not really well preserved like in Egypt, And I don't know.
Because you don't have the money, I guess. Probably
No,
the
actually, that's not true, because there is a lot of contracts between the German, English, and Iraq since 200 years that the German come to Iraq and they discover a lot of stuff. They just discovered lately, like in north of Iraq, really big statues.
Right.
Yes. So the work is still there, but it is not that much. They just discovered maximum is 5% from what is there.
And one of the oldest statues of Buddha is in Iraq.
It could be.
Yes.
Could be. I will not be surprised.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, because all the cultures, also through Iran till India, we are share a lot of the same information, and also a lot of statues like Gilgamesh. You will see it also there in Iran.
Yes.
Because it's like it's like the stories was going everywhere, and now lately they just discovered that in Egypt also a lot of Sumerian were in Egypt.
Gosh.
So it is like they didn't have internet, but they had like ships at that time, so they were connecting through really traveling, not in digitally.
If I may be allowed another question to the song, the skin
of youth.
Skin of youth. Ashley Mayfair, you abbreviated your name to just Ash. Ashley, right?
No,
you can call me Ash. Too.
Ash. Okay, I call you Ash. So long as you give me cash. I have heard a lot about transgender issues in Thailand and Indonesia. I have traveled to Vietnam as well. Thailand as well as Indonesia. I was not aware that it is such a major issue in Vietnam. I want to know from you whether it is really a very major issue in Vietnam as well, because we only read generally about Thailand. Couple of questions.
Allow me to translate
Sure.
for her.
Yes. Maybe you can answer that a little later. A couple of questions on the story and the direction of the film. One is when the trial takes place, the director has shown the perspective of the prosecutor, but there is very little or nothing shown about the defense of the accused. Is this because he could not afford a lawyer, or is this because he didn't want any defense? That is one question. The second question is the ending is an open end. You show her going onto a bridge and folding her hands as the river flows below. She has done that once before. So why twice? Normally, when you want to leave an open end, you don't show it twice. So how did you make this choice of showing it twice? And the last question is for her. Is your actress or actor personally herself a transgender? Has she personally or he personally gone through any such experience? And was that the reason why you chose the person to be the lead actor?
So, okay, do remind me if I miss any part of your questions. Transgender people exist everywhere. So this is, thank you. I believe that, the community exists in every country, but as far as I'm aware, ours is the first Vietnamese film to have cast an actual trans person in the leading role. So hopefully that also answers your question whether she's trans or not. As for, I'm so sorry. What is whether it's such a major issue there in Vietnam? Vietnam is a very young country. We only technically declared independence in 1975. This film is set in the 90s, where I was growing up. And my experience too with that period of the country was a real excitement. A lot of young people were starting to find ways to express themselves, and whether it's their identity, their sense of self, their direction. A lot of this were coming out in music and fashion, and so much, kind of imported culture were mixing both from the US and neighboring countries, Hong Kong and Thailand and so on. And I remember as a teenager feeling a real excitement that maybe there were ways that me personally, I could express my own gender and sexual identity that wasn't necessarily something that my parents could have taught me. So I think progress has been made, certainly in the country recently, as to the LGBTQ community, and how much young people have spoken out about it. So this too, I think, is a joint effort between and it's not just me as a storyteller, but I genuinely believe that her story is one of so many, and we're very, very proud to be able to speak for the youth who are maybe a little bit different and who can find a way to share and to be who they are. Em có muốn thêm gì không về về cái
So, yes, we can come back to those questions later on if we have any other questions from the panel. Yes.
Hi, this is Ashwin from Sanatan Prabhat. My question is to the Songs of Adam, to Majid. The story goes around like stay alive forever. You said no, on the concept of that. So in India we have the spiritual concept of moksha prapti, moksha, which is liberation from the cycle of birth and death. So, like a sequel of your movie, would you like to do some research on that and do a story on that or a movie on that in future?
Sorry, I must talk with the director and the writer, maybe.
But it's interesting that you bring this up because in the beginning, actually, the film name was Cyclone, and it's kind of the concept was a bit similar to what you were saying. So yeah, it is. Yeah, this is what I said in the beginning. We are really like these cultures are really connected in a way or another. It's like also philosophically they are really connected.
I also want to know like if you're aware of the concept of moksha and would you like to research on it and you're open to it?
I am not aware. Maybe the director or the writer of the film, but yes, for sure, it's interesting. Always, we are open for a new great philosophy.
Can we have the next question?
Yeah, welcome all three countries, Iran, Iraq, and Vietnam. I was happy to see you all on one platform, the Asian
Yes.
countries, and wish you all the best for your film selected in the International Film Festival of India. Coming to Iraq, I should tell my tour. I'm a International Film Festival tourism consultant. We organize film festival across India, and this is one of the leading festival in India. And we have due regards, and we come as a delegate and watch the movies and talk to people. And then we do short and documentary and children's festival and feature film festival. Iraq, a very bad response and very poor response. We never get any feedback from the embassy of Iraq in New Delhi. We are approached many times. But what is the film industry you have in Iraq? We should come to know. And coming to Iran, we almost worked in 20 years. We have very good response. And the filmmakers also changing the trend of filmmaking present generation. That's very good film. And I was a jury for German LGBT festival. I watched almost 30 international short films. And I watched 4 feature films on LGBT. With a huge respect, I respect your film. And all the human beings across the world should respect as a humanity where the LGBT section. So thank you for making a good film on LGBT, and I appreciate the selection coming to a few feet to select the film for the festival. And I request the Iraq filmmakers to come up with good films to develop the film industry in Iraq with the support of the Iraq government. How important the technology, the film effect on the education, culture of Iraq, like Iran. It should be. You say something in other country, come and do film in Iraq and say label as Iraq. When you are going to develop the Iraq film industry in Iraq, you showcase the documentaries, short films, feature films, and do co-productions. Thank you.
Thank you so much. If we have any questions for the team of K-Popper.
I have a question for Iran, and then I will address my question to K-Poppers.
Yes, of course. Yeah.
Hi, my name is Ramit. I'm from the Times of India. We have a beautiful display of movies and issues from pockets of the world. I have a question addressed to Iran. So the movie was a it's a striking display of a woman's need and her desire of freedom and to explore the kind of things that happen around the world. Given the recent political climate in Iran, particularly the women's resistance in Iran, so how important the movie is for the women in order to for their self-expression and their ability to their urge for liberation among in this climate of oppression.
actually want to know the relation of this film to the situation in Iran, the women's situation in Iran.
Yes, I mean, yeah, in a way.
این فیلم بیشتر به فیلم یک کودک نوجوان یا قشر خاصی از جامعه به عنوان زن یا دختر نیست. در اصل محتوای این فیلم بیشتر به خانواده اشاره میکنه که یکی از مهمترین پایگاه‌های اجتماعی است. شاید اولین لشکر جهانی هر اجتماع هست که تو اونجا همه شرایط اجتماع، موقعیت‌ها، همه داشته‌های یک جامعه شکل میگیره و همه چیز از خانواده شروع میشه. به این میپردازه که اگر ما همه چیز رو تو خانواده نتونیم حل کنیم، پس در ادامه تو جامعه و اجتماعی بزرگتر هم به مشکل و معضل دچار میشیم.
Actually, this film is not exactly about, for example, the women or about the young girls. Actually, the main topic of the film is about the family, okay? About the family in a society. That the family should be actually a small sample of the society. I then say that the family is the front line of each country. So if we have any problem in this family, we should actually solve it inside the families. So in the family we have men, women, and so maybe sometimes the people say that okay, it may be something affected from the Iranian society and the situation of the women in Iran. So it depends on the audience to how to take out the meaning from the film.
Yeah, and I have a question for Skin of Youth. It's not news that transgender issues and the stories and the struggles are coming into the foray, particularly their struggles to navigate through their identities and their lives in the 80s and the 90s, and in this very volatile period where there is either we're striving to keep a balance of how we can coexist in the society. So how important do you think the movie is in order to make that awareness and taking that stand and taking that space in?
Nó khá là khó khăn để cho những con người có thể đứng ra để mà là chính mình. So I'll let her share her perspective first. Em có suy nghĩ gì không? Giá trị của cái phim. Nếu như nó phức tạp quá tôi nói tiếng Việt.
Em nghĩ là nếu như cái bộ phim này xuất hiện tại Việt Nam thì nó cũng sẽ cởi mở hơn so với thị trường chung. Tại vì ở Việt Nam mình là chưa có một bộ phim nào kể về người chuyển giới. Và đặc biệt là ở Việt Nam mình chưa có người chuyển giới nào có thể có những cái cơ hội được đóng phim cũng như là được xuất hiện trên đại chúng nhiều.
I really hope that we can release this film in Vietnam, because there has never been a film about the trans community, and there are not that many opportunities for transgender people to be on the big screen, style movies.
Và em không biết là ở trên thế giới như nào, nhưng mà nếu như phim được chiếu tại Việt Nam cũng như là được tham gia những cái liên hoan phim lớn của quốc tế là một phần nào đó cũng góp phần tạo nên cái giá trị cho cộng đồng người chuyển giới tại Việt Nam và cộng đồng người chuyển giới trên thế giới.
So my personal feeling is that because the film has been welcomed internationally at many festivals, that give value to the existence of both the transgender community in Vietnam itself and the transgender community worldwide.
Và em nghĩ là thông qua bộ phim này mọi người cũng sẽ hiểu hơn về người chuyển giới, và đặc biệt là tại Việt Nam thì vẫn chưa có một cái cơ sở về y tế hay là về giáo dục về người chuyển giới cũng như là cộng đồng LGBT, cho nên hy vọng một ngày nào đó trong tương lai tại Việt Nam sẽ cởi mở về vấn đề này.
I really hope that through this film, the audience will understand more about the perspective of a trans person, and especially in Vietnam, where there is no medical facility or educational guidance about the subject, not just for the trans community, but for the LGBTQ community overall. And I really hope that this will bring more light on the matter in the country.
Thank you.
Thank
If
you.
we have any last question, please, last question.
Hello. 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 Yeah, my name is Neha Kulkarni. I'm from Press Information Bureau. Actually, I wanted to ask the film K-pop. Actually, K-pop has become a very huge phenomenon in the world itself, and I'm the fangirl of K-pop. I'm asking you from this perspective. So, what is the inspiration behind this film? Like, how did you get the concept of this film? Because it's a very this K-pop has become a very huge in the world, and many fangirls are there. So, what is the inspiration behind your film?
ببینید ما تو این پرداختمون به سوژه یک دختر نوجوان هست که دچار یک چالش دوران نوجوانی میشه که این بسترش میتونه موسیقی یا هر چیز دیگه ای باشه. موسیقی کیپاپ نه فقط تو ایران بلکه تو کل جهان یک اپیدمی فراگیر شده و به عنوان پاپ کره‌ای کیپاپ تعریف شده، طرفدارای بسیاری پیدا کرده و همینطور اونها خودشون رو یک ارتش جهانی میدونن و از طریق همین موسیقی با هم در ارتباط هستن و از زبان کره‌ای یاد میگیرن نوجوانا برای اینکه بتونن راحت ارتباط برقرار کنن. خب خیلی وقتا تو این فیلم ما نشون میدیم که این موسیقی چیز بدی نیست، کیپاپ هم چیز بدی نیست، ولی همینطور مثل بقیه موارد میتونه توی جاهایی بر اساس چالش‌هایی بر اساس یک عدم تعامل‌هایی تبدیل به یک بحران بشه و اینکه یه نفر از یک خواننده خوشش بیاد یا عاشقش بشه هیچ اشکالی نداره و اینکه به جایی برسه که دچار خودفراموشی و از دست دادن خودش بشه و مسخ بشه توی اون فضای موجود با واسطه چالش هایی که وجود اومده میتونه یک بحران برای اون شخص و خانواده ایجاد کنه.
Actually, the main concept is actually from the inside of Iran. Since there are a huge actually amount of the young generation, they are fan of the Korean culture, not only K-pop. Actually, there are lots of Iranian young generation. They are trying to even learn Korean language. So actually, I know that this part I should add that okay, when I was in Cannes Festival and to the market, I talked to the people about from India and also to Argentina and Brazil. When I talked to them about that, okay, this is a problem of the Iranian young girl, and they said no, it's not for Iranian. It's just we have the same also in South America. So and then the story came from that to say that actually the music, the K-pop, all kind of the music, they are not bad. So, and then the matter is that okay, how we can actually faced with this kind of the movement, and you know that they have the global movement, they have connected between each other, they learn language, and they say the global army. Yeah, so actually the story came from this one. You're welcome.
Thank you so much. So, please, based on the time constraints, we have to now conclude, but all the media can have one-to-one interactions with the team after the event. So it was great listening to all of you. Amazing movies, and you guys are there in the competing category, which is yet again amazing. So we wish you all the best and all the luck for the winning. And also, we have a special memento for each of you from Team IFI. So please come forward and receive the mementos. Thank you so much.